The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Hi, friends. Welcome in to another edition of the Delaware Hockey Network, a Friday doubleheader from Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. About to get going as the AAU Delaware Blue Hens take on the Gulls of Salisbury University. The Battle of Delmarva renewed for the first of two times this season. Hi, everybody. James Witherite, pleased to be joining you here on the 412, streaming live at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com and on the 412 Communications YouTube channel. First of a Friday twin bill today from Fred Rust Arena. The AAU Blue Hens coming into this game off what was a 4-3 win over Kutztown last Friday. Looking to put a couple wins together after getting off to a bit of a slow start this season against some tough competition in upstate New York. A live look inside Fred Rust Arena right now as we head right to the Limestone Pension Associates lineup cards for today. Delaware 1-3-1 on the season. 1-0-1 versus DVCHC teams. They defeated Kutztown a week ago today, as mentioned. They battled to a shootout loss against Newman to open the season before dropping three straight in upstate New York at the end of September. We'll see Andrew Gaddy between the pipes today. He was in net for that 4-3 shootout loss at Newman on opening night with a 3.00 goals against average and a save percentage of .914. We'll see the second line start things off tonight. Griffin O'Shaughnessy, Lane Singer, who's got 2 goals and a helper in 5 games played, and Christian Janusa. On D duty, Wade Davis and Connor Brooks will get things going for the Blue Hens today. On the other side of the red line, for Will Weissman's Salisbury Gulls, they're 2-4-1 on the year. They swept Christopher Newport University at home at the Center Ice Arena in Harrington, Delaware last weekend. And they'll host the Blue Hens on November 12th in the other half of this home and home on the season between these two long-standing DVCHC rivals. Johnny Schwartz, local product, hails from Middletown, Delaware, Appoquinimink High School. 7 games played this year, 9 goals, 2 assists on the year. He is far and away the player to watch on this Salisbury team. He'll start up front with Luke Sprague and Kai Kelly. Griffin Siegfried, Andrew Landry, the starting D pair. Between the pipes, it'll be Cole Fredo. He's 1-1 on the season with a 3.5 goals against average and an .870 save percentage in his 2 appearances so far this season. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. And it all comes your way thanks to the law office of Long and Greenberg. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The law office of Long and Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the law office of Long and Greenberg for a free consultation at 302-466-LONG or visit them online at injuryde.com. We'll be back in just a couple minutes to head inside the glass for the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. You are watching the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412 and at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. Gulls Blue Hens coming up next. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Salisbury and Delaware in their first meeting of the season. We're about ready to go from Fred Rust Arena. Let's head inside the glass for the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Fans, good evening, and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the AAU and the Delaware Valley College Hockey Conference present a men's regular season matchup between the visiting Salisbury University Gulls and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the Salisbury University Gulls, coached by Will Weissman, starting in goal, number 27, Cole Fredo. Number 27, Cole Fredo. On defense, number 18, Griffin Siegfried. And number 22, Andrew Landry. At forward, number 34, Kai Kelly. Number 19, Luke Sprague. And for Middletown, Delaware, number 9, Johnny Schwartz. And now the starting lineup for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, number 31, Andrew Gaddy. On defense, number 6, Connor Brooks. And number 23, Wade Davis. Starting at left wing, number 26, Christian Janusa. At right wing, number 21, Griffin O'Shaughnessy. And starting at center, number 25, Lane Singer. Your Blue Hens are coached by Joey Garrett. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the AAU, are referees Sam Chauvin and Brian Valentine, and linesmen John Casey and Rob Savastano. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag, located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Set to go from Fred Rust Arena. Blue Hens making their last preparations before this first of two meetings with the Salisbury University Gulls. As you heard during the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups, Lane Singer taking the opening draw for the Blue Hens, 2 goals, 1 assist on the year. Christian Janusa and Griffin O'Shaughnessy will be at his flanks. Between the pipes, Andrew Gaddy making his second appearance for the Blue Hens this season as Rob Savastano prepares to drop the puck on a Friday doubleheader in Newark. And it will be Luke Sprague, captain of the Gulls, coming in for the opening faceoff. Puck is down, and they're off. Sprague wins the opening draw. Singer pursuing the puck in the neutral zone. Schwarz, however, pushes it into the Delaware end. He holds the right point, throws the puck in deep. Angling for it is Connor Brooks. He leaves it to his D partner Wade Davis, wearing 23 tonight in lieu of his program 2. This is cleared by Janusa, flipped about, belled high up ice, raced down by O'Shaughnessy in the far corner, but the reaching stick of Andrew Landry disrupted his progress. Holding the point, Brooks throws the puck in from distance. Singer can't chase it down. Body played on Griffin Siegfried behind the cage. And this puck is covered, and already we've got some extracurriculars going on net front. We are only 39 seconds in, and the pushing and shoving has already begun in earnest. Quick shot for the Blue Hens. Covered up by Colfredo, and the faceoff moves to the near side. Second line on for the Blue Hens as Tyler Shedlock is in to take the draw for Delaware. Schwarz on the stretch pass out of Salisbury territory, was sandwiched by a pair of Blue Hen defenders upon gaining the blue line. Couldn't maintain his momentum. And here come the Hens back the other way, playing the puck to center before Hayden Dowdle, patrolling neutral ice, returns it into Delaware territory. Johns pauses. The forechecking pressure comes from Josh Stevenson as the Gulls finally work in a change. Delaware traveling left to right in their home off-white sweaters. Salisbury clad in maroon, those sharp gold helmets. But aside from the buckets, head-to-toe maroon, gold numbers on the back. Classic old-school appearance for the Gulls as we hit the 92nd mark of the first period. Kosh gets stick on puck, but behind enemy lines, couldn't do anything with it. Zachary Mulaski emerging the other direction, raced up the right wing boards, but was slowed up 10 feet inside the line. Here's a 1-on-2 the other way. Kosh with a shot off the pads of Colfredo for the second Delaware chance of the game. And the quick counterattack up the near boards is led by Mulaski, but he was outnumbered upon gaining the Delaware line. Back it comes into Gull territory. Jack June up the middle finds Butcher, 2-on-2. Butcher with the first Salisbury shot of the game, and this is caught and held by Gaddy. Face off to Gaddy's left. As we see the first line in today. Second line getting the start for Delaware. It is the Gibbons, Allen, and Ponnick line on for the Blue Hens right now, but they're caught in their zone. Intercepting the puck net front was Davis, clearing it as far as the Salisbury blue line. Hens change on the back end. Breakout intercepted. Here's Allen with a shot. Off a beautiful cross-ice feed. But it's caught and held onto. Here's the turnover. Pass was intercepted. Brought in by Solomon. Allen taking aim from the top of the right circle. Colfredo has the last word, as we see on the Delaware Sports Medicine replay. And there's no icing as the puck comes back up ice. That race even Steven to the goal line as Johnny Schwarz near side was on his horse to negate the icing. But here comes Solomon back the other direction for the Hens. Centering pass, backhand shot on the doorstep from Polito. Covered and held by Colfredo. 4 shots, 4 saves so far for the Salisbury netminder. Coming to the 3-minute mark of the first period. No score between the Hens and the Gulls in their first of 2 meetings this year. They'll meet again in 30 days' time at the Center Ice Arena, home of the Delmarva Raptors youth program, home of these Salisbury Gulls, former home of the Delaware Thunder of the Federal Prospects Hockey League, low-level minor pro competition. But that team has since suspended operations as of the end of last season. It is Crowell back in the Delaware zone. Cross-ice feed to Johns. He throws the puck up the middle. It hit a Salisbury stick. Hens change. O'Shaughnessy pursues in the near corner. He puts one on a tee net front. Puck was controlled at the top of the crease by Landry, covered up by Fredo, and that gives us a pause in play with 16:13 to go in opening period action from Fred Rust Arena And the Hens with an attacking zone face-off coming up. Singer and Mulaski in for the draw. Controlled by Delaware again. Puck thrown in from distance. It was blocked wide at the top of the crease. Maintained by O'Shaughnessy after Janusa fed it to him. Vastola was blocked at the right point by pressure from Andrew Lysak. Vastola re-emerges from inside his own line. Angled to the near wall at center by Lysak. He dumps the puck in behind the cage. Singer chases it down. Double teamed in the far corner as his momentum carried him there. O'Shaughnessy recovers. Backhands the puck high to Vastola. His shot from the right point missed the near post by a good 2 feet. Loose puck in front of the Salisbury bench. Reaching for it was Lane Singer, but to no avail. He's overpowered by Mulaski. Cross-ice pass in the neutral zone. Bounced off the stick of Lysak. O'Shaughnessy quick to confront him and force the dump in, and ultimately the turnover. Puck stripped off the stick of Quinn Kelly. It's walked in by Mulaski, and holding for a pause is Andrew Gaddy, his second save of the game. There the steal and the cover as play resumes. Five minutes have gone by in the first period. Hens working up ice. Faraselli dodges a check, trying to get a slap shot away. Davis tried to hold the line, but created delayed offside. Tonko slowed up in neutral territory. This puck is flipped by Sharik Gian into the far corner of the Delaware end, and we've got our first penalty of the game. Please reset the game clock to 14 minutes, 26 seconds. 14:26. Thank you. Penalty coming up on the Blue Hens. It is against Faraselli. We'll find out what for as Delaware goes on their first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the evening. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 15, Danny Faraselli. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 5 minutes, 34 seconds in the first period. Faraselli 2 for roughing at 5:34. Hens succeeded in clearing. Sprague hassled by O'Shaughnessy in the neutral zone. They get tangled up. O'Shaughnessy pushes the puck back inside the Salisbury line. Forechecking pressure from Singer. Forced Landry to hurry up on the breakout pass. Recovering the puck was Crowell on the back check for Delaware. He risks it clear up the near side. And that, with half the penalty to Faraselli complete, forces the Gulls back into their own end. Nearing the 7-minute mark of the first period. No score between Delaware and Salisbury. Johnny Schwarz waits behind his own cage. His older brother Ryan also played for the Gulls in his college years. Schwarz off the near side feed from Siegfried, flipped the puck into the far corner of the Delaware zone. Crowell muscles it free. Chased down up the left wing boards by Shedlock. He sets up a 2-on-2 shorthanded. Shedlock looks to split the wickets. That puck blockered over the crossbar and away by Fredo. Decent Delaware chance, but a little too much loft. Vastola follow-up. Off the pads of Fredo. Nobody home for the rebound chance, and the Hens are back even. Sharik Gian winding up from the outside of the near circle. Blocker saved by Andrew Gaddy, his 4th of the game. As we come to the 8-minute mark, first goal comes off the rebound. And the Gulls draw first blood. That was Sharik Gian in the corner. Puck taken away, intercepted by Johnny Schwarz. He gets his 10th of the year. And this will come back an icing. Face-off will be to the left of Gaddy. Looked like it was Schwarz from here, but it was tipped in by Tonko for his 2nd. Of the year. So the Gulls out to the early lead. Salisbury goal, his 2nd of the season. Scored by number 13, Spencer Tonko. Assisted by number 9, Johnny Schwarz. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 51 seconds in the first period. Tonko's 2nd from Schwarz at 7:51. Now at the 9-minute mark of opening period play. Gulls on the offensive again. Puck is lofted by Siegfried off the toe of his stick behind the Delaware goal. Crowell tries to march it forward, but finds forechecking Heat in front of him. Johns with space to Polito. Out of the zone. Pass bounces off the stick of Solomon, picked up cleanly by Sprague. He tries to dipsy-doodle through traffic, but he's angled to the near corner by Polito and ultimately separated from the puck. Shot from Stevenson at the near half wall was wide. Rebound up the far side is pushed free by Solomon. Walked farther up ice by Polito. Dumped into the Salisbury zone, and with half the first period complete at Fred Rust Arena, the Blue Hens work in a changing of the guard. Vastola patrols neutral ice, gives the puck away. Up the middle comes Siegfried, throwing this behind the Delaware cage in the far corner. Quinn Kelly recovers. To Janusa, to O'Shaughnessy over the logo. He generates a 2-on-1. O'Shaughnessy, Singer, score! Delaware evens it at 10:18. It's 1-1 off that 2-on-1 Blue Hen attack. Coming from out of the zone, O'Shaughnessy generates the 2-on-1. With just over half the period complete. And the Blue Hens have leveled the score. a Delaware goal. His third of the season. Scored by number 25, Lane Singer. Assisted by number 21, Griffin O'Shaughnessy. And number 20, Quinn Kelly. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 18 seconds in the first period. Singer from O'Shaughnessy and Kelly at 10:18. Matching penalties. Going up with 9:16 to go in opening period play. So we're going to be 4-on-4. For the next 2 minutes as everything gets straightened out. At least that's what we saw from referee Sam Chauvin. Everything up now. And play resumes. Salisbury penalty assessed to number 11, George Sharikjian. 2 minutes for holding. Delaware penalty assessed to number 26, Christian Janusa. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the coincidental penalties, 10 minutes, 44 seconds in the first period. Sharikjian, 2 for holding. Janusa, 2 for roughing, both at 10:44. Schwarz working net front, bodied down net front by Brooks. Brooks recovers the puck. His breakout botched. Mulaski with the steal. Schwarz leaves this back to Landry. Landry hits Mulaski on the breakout pass, but he enters a 1-on-4. He shoots from the top of the left circle. Puck is caught and held by Andrew Gaddy for a pause in play with 8:03 to go in opening period action from Fred Rust Arena. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know how challenging the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Long & Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Long & Greenberg at 302-466-5664 to schedule a free consultation. That's 302-466-LONG, or visit them online at injuryde.com. Puck out of play with 7:40 to go in the opening period. Off a Salisbury stick, so this comes above the line. 24 seconds left on the 4-on-4. And the Hens' Kyle Kosh pushes forward, but Schwarz slows him up. Rather, that's Butcher who slows him up just in front of the Salisbury bench. Taking aim was Andrew Lysak from just inside the Delaware line, but his shot was blocked as soon as he got rid of it. Faraselli couldn't clear. Butcher takes a pause, sets up Dowdle center point. He's challenged by Kosh, who blocked the shot, came away with the puck. He feeds it to Stephen Boyles, the Prince Edward Islander. Boyles with a shot. It's stick-checked offline by June to the far corner. We're back to 5-on-5 with just over 7 minutes to go in the first period of a 1-1 hockey game. Shades of chippiness already on both ends of the ice, but so far it's been pretty clean. Boyles puts on the brakes behind the cage, flips the puck to Allen. Heading net front is Ponick, but he's canceled out at the top of the cage by Tonko. The long shot was sticked away by Colfredo, his 7th save on 8 shots to this point in the contest. Tonko takes a check while trying to clear. Ponick holds the left point. Puck rolls behind the net. Allen takes a shove from June. Puck is trapped at the kick plate behind the cage. Ponick sweeps in to maintain possession for Delaware. Kelly holds the left point, dodges a check. Working the puck in close was Allen. Wrist shot from an awkward angle, bounced off the wrong side of the cage. Ponick surveys his options behind the net. He was challenged on both sides. A pair of Salisbury defenders doing well to block the passing lanes, and ultimately they force the turnover. Pass from Lysak into neutral ice, nearly broken up by the Hens. Now Allen gains control, trying to catch the Gulls in the midst of a change. Slap shot from high in the zone is caught and held for a pause in play with 5:44 to go in the opening period at a 1-1 hockey game at Fred Rust Arena. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses across America craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. This is lofted up ice, recovered in the Delaware zone by Brooks, carried out by Solomon, but he's slowed up at the Salisbury line. Puck recovered by Sprague for the Gulls. Schaaf winds up from well behind the blue line, wrists the puck off the back boards. The Hens Owen Cunningham starts play up the far side. Puck rolls beyond the reach of Siegfried, who gains it behind his own goal. The other 18, that is Zach Solomon, offering the forechecking pressure. Schaaf hassled by the forechecking Cunningham. Cunningham tried to steal the puck and jam one in net front. Up for the save was Fredo. Brooks protects for the Blue Hens, but only momentarily before Stevenson finds Schwarz on a one-on-one. Good hard shot from Johnny Schwarz at the right dot into the breadbasket of Andrew Gaddy, who holds for a break in the action with 4:41 to go. In the opening period, Gaddy 7 for 8 in the save department. His counterpart 178 feet away, Cole Fredo, looking at 8 saves on 9 shots to this point. Faceoff comes to Gaddy's left. First we see him on the Delaware Hockey Network. And the D-zone faceoff goes the way of the Blue Hens. O'Shaughnessy couldn't track down the setup from Singer up ice. And this will come back offside the other way. Against the Gulls. 2-on-1 counterattack just mistimed. Face off at the far dot right in front of the Delaware bench. Looked like they were going to line up near side momentarily. Hens 2-on-2 counterattack foiled. Failing to clear was Sharik Gian. Shot coming in from Lane Singer. Went quite wide. Singer looming net front. Outmanned in the low slot area. And the Hens are forced to regroup with 4 minutes to go in the opening period of a 1-1 game. Griffin O'Shaughnessy up the right wing boards off the cross-ice setup from Gavin Johns. Gains attacking position, but O'Shaughnessy outmanned in Salisbury territory. Cedes possession, and the Hens will regroup in neutral ice after getting some fresh legs on. Vastola through traffic, looked to line up a shot after gaining the high slot. It's covered and held by Cole Fredo with 3:37 to go in opening period action in the first half of our Friday doubleheader. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering barbecue chicken, brisket, and pulled pork on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont. Open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch or to place a catering order. Call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. You'll be the first star of your next special occasion. If you do, I guarantee you that. 3 minutes and change to go in opening period play. Hens looking to get the lead after working for the equalizer. Lane Singer with his third of the season, putting Delaware on level pegging after Tonko's net front redirect of a Schwarz shot gave the Gulls the early advantage. Another Fredo save brings play to a halt with 2:46 to go in the opening period. Please reset the game clock to 2:46. 2:46. Thank you. Face off to the right of Fredo after a second clock malfunction of the first period. Net front to Allen, that centering pass off the stick of Ponick. Couldn't result in a shot, a little too hot for him to handle. Here's Schwarz the other way, leading a 2-on-2. Schwarz works toward the slot, draws the penalty. As Gibbons is going to go away for a hook. Here it comes, Johnny Schwarz, racing up the right side. And Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill time. On tap again for the Blue Hens. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty assessed to number 17, Michael Gibbons. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 38 seconds in the first period. Gibbons, 2 for hooking at 17:38. 1:54 to go in this opening period. The 19s, Sprague and Allen, meet for the near side draw. Cross ice pass. Stepping in from the point, Andrew Landry. He scores on the power play for the Gulls. And it's now 2-1. Salisbury adding insult to injury with a power play goal. For Landry, his first of the season. And with 1:50 to go in the first period, the Gulls are again in front. Salisbury goal, his first of the season, scored by number 22, Andrew Landry. Assisted by number 19, Luke Sprague. Time of the power play goal, 18 minutes, 10 seconds in the first period. Landry's first from Sprague at 18:10, a power play goal. Final 100 seconds of the first period upon us. Polito canceled out net front, angled to the far side by Siegfried. Couldn't get a shot away. Trying to line one up from distance was Crowell, but it was blocked. Penalty coming up, it will be against the Blue Hens as we enter the final 78 seconds of the second period. And another one's going to go. With 78 seconds remaining in the opening frame. Penalty trouble, something Delaware by all counts wants to avoid, especially after giving up a power play goal to the Gulls. tripping the call on Polito. And another goal. Winding up for this one, Andrew Landry again opening fire from the point. Please reset the game clock to 54 seconds. 54 seconds. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 24. Jack Polito. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 18 minutes, 42 seconds in the first period. Polito, 2 for tripping at 18:42. Salisbury goal, his second of the season and the game. Scored by number 22, Andrew Landry. Assisted by number 8, Durham Butcher, and number 11, George Sharikian. Time of the power play goal, 19 minutes, 6 seconds in the first period. Landry's second of the game from Butcher and Sharikian at 19:06, a power play goal. 2 seconds to go in the opening frame, which has seen the Salisbury Gulls on the strength of 2 power play goals head to the dressing room with a 3-1 lead. The score through one period. Salisbury Gulls 3, Delaware Blue Hens 1. We'll be back on the DHN after the first.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network. Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. 20 minutes in the books and a pair of power play goals from Andrew Landry for the Salisbury Gulls have turned a 1-1 deadlock into a 3-1 disadvantage that the Blue Hens are going to try to claw themselves out of here in the second period. Landry opening fire from 35 feet and out, giving his Gulls now a 3-1 lead. As we prepare for second period action. Set for the start, period number 2. Teams change ends. Lane Singer and Sprague take the opening draw. We're off in the second. And Janusa puts on the brakes in his own zone on this fresh sheet of ice. Pass up the left side, batted midair, beyond the reach of June by Singer, but no further advance could be made inside the dots in the Salisbury zone. If you're just joining us here on the DHN for the first half of our Friday doubleheader, Delaware in their home whites traveling right to left, Salisbury in maroon, moving left to right in second period action. And plays halted 36 seconds into period number 2 with a puck out of play in the goal zone. Face-off comes to the right of Cole Fredo, who stopped 10 of 11 shots in opening period action. Andrew Gaddy with a little bit of a rough start at the office today, saving 7 of 10, giving up 2 power play goals to the Salisbury side in the last 2 minutes of the first period. Big momentum killer for the Blue Hens as that late penalty trouble really proved costly. Salisbury 2 for 3 on the power play in the first period. June intercepts a cross-ice pass, turns the puck back into neutral ice, where Johns recovers. He sets up Ponick. Ponick sticked out by Jack Kelly behind the net. Jack Kelly on the Salisbury side, Quinn Kelly, one of the Delaware defenders. And here the Hens get one back. It was Crowell. From distance 132. Into the period. And we'll actually take you to that goal right now. On the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Johns with the feed. It was ruled it was Gibbons. Getting the last touch on the puck net front at 132. So he gets his first. And the Hens have cut the Gulls' lead in half. Oh, Delaware goal! His first of the season. Scored by number 17, Michael Gibbons. Assisted by number 27, Matthew Crowell. And number 32, Gavin Johns. Time of the goal, 1 minute 32 seconds in the second period. Gibbons is first from Crowell and Johns at 1:32. Hens guilty of an icing with 17:05 to go in second period action. After getting one of those goals back, they end up back on the defensive. Dowdle held the right point, threw the puck in, cleared back to the Salisbury blue line, turned by Schaaf up the left boards. Davis recovers. Failed clearing attempt foiled by Schaaf at the left point, but his one-timer was wide. Shedlock tries to pinch up the left wing boards. He's sticked at by Dowdle at center red, and Sprague turns the puck back into the Delaware zone. Davis and Stevenson pursue the puck in the far corner. It's batted below the cage to the near side, overskated by Brooks. He retraces his steps, gains the puck, tries to hit Faracelli on the breakout. Puck bounces off his stick across neutral ice, and Schaaf wrestles control of it away, but he's angled to the far side of his own zone by Faracelli. Kosh sweeps in to try to maintain attacking momentum for the Hens after they got one back. Penny didn't bring dinner for the crew. That's all right. We're in for a long night anyway. We'll forgive him this time. And a failed breakout. Couldn't be held in by Polito. Lysak pinches up the right wing boards, takes a shoulder check in the corner glass, thanks to Matthew Crowell. Losing his footing, Johns bats the puck up the near side. Cunningham finds traffic in neutral ice and is ultimately stripped of the puck. We're 4.5 minutes into the second period of a 3-2 game. The Salisbury Gulls maintaining the lead, but it's a good bit more tenuous now thanks to the Gibbons goal 92 seconds into the second period. Salisbury attack. Durham Butcher with a long slap shot, waffle boarded down and away by Gaddy. Rebound pinballed around between the dots. Now it's brought free by Cunningham. He risked the puck up ice. Solomon couldn't reel it in. Kelly angled to the far corner to recover deep in his own territory, but the Gulls' breakout is foiled by Solomon racing to the near side. Cross ice pass. Brooks bodied down. Rather, that was Vastola bodied down. And here's Schwarz leading a 2-on-2 the other way. It became a 2-on-1. Kelly on the back check. Cross ice pass intended for Siegfried. Saw him driven into the corner glass. High hit on Kelly behind the net by Mulaski. Out come the Hens. Race for a puck deep into Salisbury territory. June got there in time, beating Cunningham to the punch. Puck stayed loose off a failed breakout. Held in by Solomon right point, surrounded by red sweaters. Singer tries to dump it in deep, but it's taken away, and now wristed free by Rinker. Rinker's breakout was foiled. Singer gains the puck in low. Rebound chance does not go in. It's covered by Fredo, and that gives us a pause with just over 6 minutes gone in second period action from Fred Rust Arena. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Long shot from Landry over the blue line. Paddled to the near corner by Gaddy. Delaware counterattack. Lane Singer slowed up by Landry on the back check at the top of the near circle. Here's Siegfried. He tried to split the wickets on Brooks, but his shot was wide. Siegfried bats the puck out of the reach of the back-checking Christian Janusa, but was outmanned in the Delaware zone as we come to 7 minutes in the second period. It's a 3-2 hockey game. Salisbury Gulls still with the lead over the Hens. Singer and O'Shaughnessy collided at the blue line on their way to try to mount a 2-on-2 attack. They head off. Second wave. Here's Davis. Davis backhand up the middle. flipped right into the glove of Fredo for a pause. 12:48 to go in the middle frame. Johnny Casey about to drop the puck to the right of Cole Fredo, who's stopped 13 of 15 shots to this point. Gavin Johns protects the left point for Delaware. Charles Allen pursuing the puck behind the net was canceled out by a pair of red sweaters. Schwarz clears. He finds Stevenson on the breakout. Shot was bothered by Johns. It was headed wide of the post despite being played away by Gaddy. Johns hassled by Stevenson. Muscling through up the near wall was Allen to Panik. Holding his ground just above the line, Hayden Dowdle wreaking havoc, but the Blue Hens push forward. Delayed penalty coming up against Salisbury. And Michael Gibbons drew a trip at the blue line. We'll see this again on the Delaware Sports Medicine replay, and Luke Sprague just got himself a 2-minute reprieve for tripping. And the Blue Hens, for the first time tonight, are on the Carl Dubé power play. Find the perfect something special for your perfect someone special with the help of Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware, for diamonds, it's Dubé. Salisbury penalty assessed to number 19, Luke Sprague. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 58 seconds in the second period. Sprague, 2 for tripping at 7:58. That shot handled by Fredo. Gibbons holds the line. Fanned on the wrister from distance, stays with the puck, and he lines one up from long distance to tie it at 3. The Hens strike on the Carl Dubé power play. Gibbons is in for a pair. Unless it was tipped. But in any case, at 8:36, thanks to the Gibbons heroics, he might not be in for a pair. Looked like O'Shaughnessy got stick on puck on the doorstep. And Delaware is back on level pegging. That indeed was ruled Griffin O'Shaughnessy with the goal, his second. And at 8:36 in middle period play, we've got ourselves a brand new hockey game. Oh, Delaware goal! His second of the season. Scored by number 21, Griffin O'Shaughnessy. Assisted by number 17, Michael Gibbons. Time of the power play goal, 8 minutes, 36 seconds in the second period. O'Shaughnessy's second from Gibbons at 8:36, a power play goal. So the Hens come out with a vengeance to start the second period. Gibbons with a goal and an assist, erasing Salisbury's lead. We're 3-3 as we come to the halfway point of the second period. Shedlock turns a tight circle, deep in his own zone. Puck stolen by Mulaski. Cycled to Butcher. Mulaski net front takes a Kosh body, separating him from the puck. Kosh racing for the puck up the left wing boards off the cross ice Shedlock feed. Slowed up in neutral ice by Siegfried. Kosh risks this in up the left side. Puck rolls behind the net. Siegfried recovers for the Gulls. Hens change. Heavy forecheck in place by way of the long change in the second period. Kelly protects the left point after Solomon forced the turnover. Kelly turns this into the corner beyond the reach of Boyles. Puck wristed up ice by Landry. Paddled away by Gaddy. Gulls change, no icing as that clear had a beautiful line on it, and Gaddy was forced to play. Bouncing puck goes wide of Fredo's office. Dowdle leaves it to Siegfried near corner. Back to Dowdle. Salisbury still pinned in their zone. Forcing the turnover was Jack Polito. Solomon working below the cage. Leaves this puck to Vastola, thrown in from long range, wide of the near post. Held in by Quinn Kelly at the near half wall off his backhand. Kelly again, holding the point. To Shea Walsh. Walsh wearing Vastola's number 5, as we're just informed here in the press box. Ty Vastola out of the lineup tonight. Shea Walsh, who normally wears 36, wearing 5 for the Blue Hens, and here he comes up the middle. He wants a trip. He's not going to get it. Walsh and Aruda away from the play, exchanging blows. Meanwhile, the Hens get another. So Delaware's made this a 4-3 hockey game. Boyles protects. Jack Polito puts the biscuit in the basket net front. And the Blue Hens have their first lead of the game. Three unanswered goals here in the second period. And it took 31 and a half minutes. But the Hens are now in front before their home crowd. Oh, Delaware goal! His first of the season, scored by number 24, Jack Polito. Assisted by number 3, Stephen Boyles. And number 5, Shea Walsh. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 31 seconds in the second period. Polito with his first from Boyles and Walsh at 11:31. A bit of a delay here with 7:50 to go in the second period. Fans, a reminder that artificial noisemakers and whistles, particularly whistles, are prohibited during the course of play. Whomever is blowing a whistle in the stands disrupting the course of play is asked to cease that behavior, lest you be ejected from the facility. Thank you. So 7:50 to go in second period action. So apparently there were whistles emanating from the stands, and with that behind us, at least hopefully behind us, play continues on. Boyles leads a 2-on-1. Centering pass intended for Singer got tied up in Kelly's skates on the back check, and the goal's clear. This will be an icing with 7:17 to go in the second period. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So, how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. 412communications.com. Brooks holding the left point through the puck into net front traffic. Butcher emerges the other way. Butcher angled near side by Brooks. Gets a hack below the cage. Circles to the left dot. Shot from there was blocked as soon as he got rid of it. Intercepting the puck and working free was Panik. And Gibbons leads the attack into Salisbury territory. Fresh D-man on as Mulaski races back the other way. Holding the line was Rinker to ensure an onside entry. Puck stripped by Walsh in the near corner off the stick of Mulaski, who gets it back. 6.5 minutes to go in the second period. Delaware with a 4-3 lead over the Salisbury Gulls. Sharik Gian left this high to Jack June. He couldn't hold the zone. A pair of Gulls were offside. Sharik Gian pursued in the Delaware zone, so play now back onside as Kyle Kosh works deep into Salisbury territory and now foils a breakout and leaves the puck to Shedlock. Centering pass led to a one-timer from Kosh from 25 feet, but it was wide. Kosh got his own rebound. Walsh takes aim from the left point. That's not even a word. And covering up for a pause and play with just under 6 minutes to go is Cole Fredo. There's the Vastola shot. Shedlock races down the rebound. But Cole Fredo coming up with saves 15 and 16. Gives us another pause with 5:49 to go. Puck out of play. Sprague and Shedlock meet to the left of the Salisbury netminder. And this will come back an icing with 5:43 remaining in the second period. Six seconds off the clock. Johnny Casey met by Sprague and Kosh. The draw looked like it went the Gulls' way initially, but the Hens prolonged their attack. Crowell shot from the right point blocked. Backhanded free by Stevenson into neutral ice. Schwarz leads a 2-on-2. Hard shot from 45 feet. Kicked away by Gaddy to the far side. 5.5 to go in the second. Sprague tried to set up a net front chance. Plenty of traffic in front. Holding the point was Siegfried. Shot from the opposite point on Andrew Landry looking for the hat trick. That was blocked. Landry got his own rebound. Cycles it in the near corner where waiting was Stevenson. This taken away by Faraselli. Cleared to Kosh. Here's a 2-on-2 for the Hens. Kosh joined by Shedlock on the rush. Kosh stick handles as the Salisbury backcheck caught up to him. He got a shot away through traffic, but Fredo blocked it down. One-timer from Faraselli near side. Puck is loose net front, And a Delaware player looked like he was just cross-checked right into the path of Fredo. We're going to see that again. There's the initial shot. Yep, Shedlock was pinballed around net front, collided into goalie Cole Fredo. Everybody back up on their feet, really none the worse for wear. With 4:46 to go in the second period. The Hens, not being the guilty party of the net front collision, will maintain attacking zone presence. Solomon got stick on puck first, but the Gulls do clear. Davis to Solomon, around the horn to Cunningham, taken away and held in by Butcher. Butcher tries to backhand the puck toward the slot area. It's intercepted by Solomon. He walks up the right side. Just holding on side was Cunningham for the clean entry. He had to lunge with that back leg to protect. Brooks feeds into the slot to Jack Polito, but he bobbled the puck in close. Here net front with a clear chance was Cunningham, but that goes wide to the oohs and ahs of the crowd at Fred Rust Arena. Out come the Gulls back the other way. Butcher slowed up at center by Wade Davis. Cunningham takes aim again, pursues his own shot. It's caught and held by Cole Fredo for a pause with 3:52 to go in second period play. Whether you're a competitive athlete or if you're a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. O'Shaughnessy swats at the puck to get it past Siegfried, working in his Singer across the goal line. Centering pass to O'Shaughnessy, canceled out by the reaching stick of Siegfried. Salisbury counterattack is led by George Sharik-Gian. He's trailed into the Delaware zone by Tonko, who took aim from just above the left dot. Tonko, with one of the Gulls' 3 goals so far today, couldn't get a second there. Lunging over the puck for the stoppage was Fredo after Walsh tried to generate a rapid-fire counterattack for the Hens. Shot 23 of the game for Delaware. Fresh legs coming on for both sides. Face off to Fredo's left. Cole Fredo 1-1 on the season with a 3.5 goals against average. A reminder coming up later tonight on the Delaware Hockey Network. The Delaware Men's Division II team hosts the Green Horses, the Mustangs of Stevenson University. We're looking, still speculation at this point, but we're looking around a 9 o'clock start Eastern Time, 6 Pacific for that second game. On this Friday doubleheader here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Always look for a good meeting between the Delaware Men's Division II team and Stevenson. It tends to be a well-contested game, tends to be fast, tends to be physical, but tends to be clean within those bounds. A healthy respect between the two programs. You've got bad blood rivalries, you've got good blood rivalries. Delaware-Stevenson certainly falls among the latter. Meanwhile here, play halted in the Salisbury zone and being issued off to feel a couple minutes of shame is Luke Sprague. Brian Valentine signals roughing with 2:29. to go in the second period, so the Blue Hens head to the Carl Dubé power play once again. Find the perfect something special for your someone special. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Salisbury penalty assessed to number 19, Luke Sprague, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 31 seconds in the second period. Sprague, 2 for roughing at 17:31. The Crowell shot from downtown Wilmington rang off the pads of Fredo. Ponick to Polito, around the horn to Fariselli, working high in the zone. Back to Polito, down low. Polito surveys his options. Blocking the passing lanes was Kelly. Ponick to Polito. High again it goes to Crowell. Shedlock kept wide in the corner by Dowdle. 100 seconds to go in the second period. 1:05 to go on this Carl Dubé power play. Hens scored with their first man advantage at the 8.5-minute mark of the second. That was the goal from Griffin O'Shaughnessy that put the Hens back on level ground. 80 seconds to go. Play halted by the linespeople. Apparently a crease violation signaled by Rob Savastano. And the face-off will move outside. Either a crease violation or a hand pass. This has the looks of a crease violation. It comes just in front of the Delaware bench with 77 seconds to go in second period play. The big guns out for both sides. Singer and Schwarz take the draw. A pair of Delawareans over the dot right in front of Joey Garrett. Kosh to Brooks up high. It comes to the near dot and Gibbons. Cross ice pass. Singer tried to snipe from 35 feet. Puck is deflected into the netting and out. .51 to go. 22 seconds left on the Delaware power play as they try to extend their lead by another. Puck bounced off Singer's stick as it came up toward him. Schwarz pushes play back to center for Salisbury. Singer, driven back into his own zone by Stevenson, ultimately recovers. But the final few seconds of this Delaware power play will tick away before the Hens can do anything with it. And another one's going to go. Andrew Landry off for cross-checking. Officially at 19:30 in the second period. So it will be 1 second of 5-on-3. As another Carl Dubé power play starts up for the Hens. Salisbury penalty assessed to number 22, Andrew Landry. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 19:30 in the second period. Landry 2 for cross-checking at 19:30. 4 seconds to go. O'Shaughnessy trying to generate a last-second shot. That comes just too late. It rang off the post anyway. And that will do it for the second period. The score through 2 periods, Delaware Blue Hens 4, Salisbury Gulls 3. We'll be back on the DHN after the second intermission.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by Long and Greenberg. A tale of two periods so far as the Blue Hens come back from a 3-1 deficit to lead 4-3 through 40 minutes. A trio of goals. A tip from Michael Gibbons off the Matthew Crowell shot to get things started. Crowell again, rather Gibbons again, winds up from distance. He throws one in. From long range, Griffin O'Shaughnessy with the redirect. Stephen Boyles floating the puck into the path of Jack Polito for the go-ahead goal. 8.5 minutes. Into the second period. 1:30 on the penalty clock. Third period ready to go as the Blue Hens will begin the final frame of play on the Carl Dubé power play. Find the perfect something special for your someone special in Delaware for Diamonds. It's Dubé. And off we go in the third. Hens traveling left to right in their home white sweaters here in third period play. Kosh holding the right point. Working together with O'Shaughnessy, Singer, Gibbons, and at the far dot, Brooks. Gibbons high in the zone. Flips the puck to Brooks, top of the left circle. Back it comes to Gibbons. Singer looked one-timer at the right dot, but his shooting lane was blocked by the presence of Dowdle. Back around it goes to Brooks, throwing the puck into the blue paint. This is covered and held. by Andrew Gaddy. Good chance for the Hens as the umbrella collapsed. But Gaddy sprawls for the cover and forces a stoppage 52 seconds into the third period. Hens need one more. As Rob Savastano prepares to drop the puck, Jack Polito coming in for the draw across from Sprague. Puck ends up in the far corner and is cleared by the Gulls. Polito caroms the puck in deep to Faraselli at the left half wall. High it goes to Crowell. Around the horn to Shedlock. Through the slot, trying to go top shelf was Danny Faraselli, but his shot was blocked from 25 feet. Faraselli holds the rebound, tried to set up Shedlock down low, but that pass was intercepted by Dowdle, who clears for the Gulls. Final seconds of the Landry penalty tick away, and Salisbury is back to full strength. Shedlock up the middle. Headmans to Ponick. Ponick in a 2-on-4, angled wide by Dowdle. He threw the puck in close. It was turned aside. Molaski to Lysak behind the cage. Net front setup went awry. Ponick flips the puck over the Salisbury blue line in behind the cage. It's chased down by Shedlock. He sets up high in the zone Davis. Puck bounced off his stick. Davis held center point though. Shedlock uses Davis as a screen to try to generate some space. Brooks throws the puck into traffic in the high slot, and a 2-on-2 emerges the other way for the Gulls. Butcher angled to the corner near side, trailed in by Lysak. Intercepting was Lane Singer. He comes back the other way. Griffin O'Shaughnessy steered to the corner, stays with the puck. Siegfried took him off his intended line. O'Shaughnessy leaves this high to Brooks. Played back behind the cage to Lane Singer. He's got one for the Hens already. Singer throws the puck off the corner boards, far side. It comes back to Brooks off the stick of Janusa working the left wall. And Delaware is ruled guilty of a hand pass with just under 3 minutes gone in the third period of a 4-3 hockey game. No, not Delaware guilty of the hand pass. Salisbury guilty of the hand pass as this stays in the Gulls zone. Butcher and Singer converge to the right of Fredo. Wade Davis pushed deep into his own zone. Carries the puck clear despite forechecking heat from two angles. Kelly puts on the brakes, coming back at a neutral ice. Molaski steals the puck from him. He's stood up by Shea Walsh on the back check for the Blue Hens. Walsh clears his zone, finding O'Shaughnessy streaking up the right wing boards. Puck bounces off his stick. He chases it down with time and space in the near corner. O'Shaughnessy cycles to Davis. Davis, shot bounced in the low slot. Boyles chases the rebound off the backboards. He absorbs a check. Singer, working net front, tried to set up Boyles right at the edge of the blue paint, but ultimately to no avail as the Gulls clear. Race for the puck back into Delaware territory. Austin Arruda colliding with Walsh. The Hens prevail in that skirmish ultimately. But Sharik Gian inside his own line recovers. Cross-ice pass led to Jack Kelly, but he was slowed up at the Delaware line. 4.5 minutes into the third period. Blue Hens trying to protect a 4-3 lead. They keep playing the Salisbury end as much as possible. Boyles outmanned by Jack June, the other three in the far corner of the Gulls zone. And the Gulls struggle to escape. Boyles got stick on puck, but Arruda ultimately cleared. He volleyed the puck across neutral ice. Now it's on the stick of Gavin Johns. Across to Crowell, his D partner, headman to Allen up the right wing boards. Here's a 2-on-3 for Delaware. Allen trying to feed the puck to Boyles. That pass was stick checked offline, but protected by Gibbons at the far half wall. Holding the point was Johns. Puck rolls loose into the low slot. This is cleared by Kelly. Recovered by Cunningham just beyond red. Fresh set of hens on, fresh set of gulls on. Michael Gibbons walks in over the right side to regain the Salisbury zone. Before muscling the puck away from him was Sprague. Here's a breakaway. Trailed by Crowell, who got stick on puck that was clean as could be. Sprague recovers. Shot in low, was popped high in the atmosphere. Crowell brings it down to Johns around the far side. Cunningham couldn't push this out of the zone. It's gathered in by Sprague, in neutral ice nonetheless. Schwartz, Sprague pursues off the headman feed, but it's paddled away by Gaddy before Sprague can get there for a chance at the equalizer. We're coming to the 6-minute mark of the third period. Johnny come lately, Schwartz throws this off the far wall to Schaaf, holding the right point for the Gulls. This goes over the glass and out, with just over 6 minutes gone in the third period. Great breakaway chance here for Sprague. Pursued, beautiful stick on stick from Crowell. Broke up probably the best Salisbury chance of the period, and a great opportunity for them to tie it up. 2-on-1 rush for the Hens goes awry as Cunningham was not in position for the centering pass. Clearing attempt gloved down by Brooks. Puck stayed in. Backhand on the doorstep from Solomon. It's 5-3 Delaware. Zach Solomon on the doorstep. Gives the Hens one for the thumb. After Brooks protects the point, Gulls were streaking up ice. And that enabled Solomon to pounce on the doorstep for his first of the season. And it's 5-3 Blue Hens. A Delaware goal! His first of the season. Scored by number 18, Zach Solomon. Assisted by number 6, Connor Brooks. And number 24, Jack Polito. Time of the goal, 6 minutes and 22 seconds in the third period. Solomon's first from Brooks and Polito at 6:22. Hens guilty of an offside. Shedlock takes the draw just over the line. Holding is Walsh. Seven minutes gone in the third period. Kosh leaves this back to Kelly, trying to generate some space. Walsh at center in traffic, dumped the puck deep into the Salisbury end. It caroms back around in front of the scorer's table. Kelly to Walsh. In come the Hens on the attack. Walsh tries to snipe from 35, but Fredo comes up with the catch and the hold. Friends, the Dubé name is synonymous with fine custom jewelry in Delaware, and a 4-generation family tradition dating to 1895. Carl Dubé Jewelers also offers appraisal, design, resizing, and repair services. Find the perfect something special for your someone special. Visit Carl Dubé on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Shedlock cross-ice pass from inside the dot. Fariselli's shot is caught and held by Fredo. And that will move the attacking zone draw for the Hens to the opposite side with 12:20 to go in the third period. Shedlock and Tonko take the opposite side draw, trying to steamroll forward was Tyler Shedlock, but ultimately to no avail. Sam Schaaf regroups. Couldn't hit Sharik Gian on the breakout, who ended up in a delayed offside position. And that gave Quinn Kelly time to survey his options working out of the Delaware zone. Breakout intercepted by Tonko. Net front feed to Sharik Gian. Couldn't control the puck in close. This is corralled by Faraselli. Advanced to Kosh. Here's a 1-on-2. Hens change as Kosh stick handles, angled by Schaaf behind the net. Held in by Johns at the left half wall. He dodges a check, working the puck to Janusa. 11.5 to go. Janusa couldn't set up Kosh on the welcome mat. Singer tried to wrist one from 40 feet, but he was pickpocketed as soon as he released. Opposite side, Sharik Gian with a rocket from 40. That off the pads of Gaddy into the corner and corralled behind the net by Crowell. Crowell with time and space. Leaves the puck to his D partner, Gavin Johns, behind the cage. Advanced up the left dots to Singer. Across red, across blue, he draws the penalty. And the Hens are heading back to the Carl Dubé power play with 11:05 to go in regulation. Sprague's going to go for a slash, it's ruled. And Delaware's back on the man advantage. Carl Dubé power play time for the Blue Hens. In Delaware for Diamonds, it's Dubé. Schwarz denied on the breakaway by Gaddy to the roar of the Delaware crowd. Salisbury penalty assessed to number 19, Luke Sprague. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes 55 seconds in the third period. Sprague 2 for slashing at 8:55. Gibbons. Checked off the puck mid-zone, offering aid was Kosh. To Brooks from 30 feet. His lazy shot intercepted by Siegfried and cleared. We are halfway through the third period. Delaware with a 5-3 lead and 50 seconds left on this Carl Dubé power play to try to get another. O'Shaughnessy in a skirmish for a puck that ultimately bounces into the Salisbury bench with just over half this period complete. With a listen-first approach that provides a unique solution for you, the expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG. That's 302-466-5664. Or visit injuryde.com. 25 seconds left on the Carl Dubé power play. 9.5 minutes left in regulation. A 2-goal lead for Delaware over their peninsula rivals. Crowell absorbs a check in the corner, separating him from the puck. Faraselli walks in. Cross-ice pass. Ponick was looming at the edge of the crease, just trying to get Fredo to cross post to post, but the pass didn't connect. 9 to go. Kelly to Sprague, who caroms the puck back around near side. Chased down by Siegfried, but forechecking pressure in the form of Logan Ponick disrupts him. This shot from Walsh, right into the breadbasket of Fredo. 8.5 to go. Walsh couldn't set up Polito in the high slot that time. Puck batted by Fariselli on the Salisbury counterattack back into neutral ice. And Sam Schaaf races up the left wing boards into the Delaware end before absorbing a check from Shea Walsh, which slowed him up. 8:10 to go. Delaware with a 5-3 lead over the Salisbury University Gulls in the first half of our Delaware Hockey Network doubleheader tonight from Fred Rust Arena. The Blue Hens men's Division II team will be up next as they square off against former Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference rivals and current ACC Premier Division rivals, the Mustangs of Stevenson. Always a good meeting between those two sides whenever we see them, be it here or in Baltimore. Hello to everyone joining us on the Delaware Hockey Network tonight, from here in Delaware throughout the Mid-Atlantic, as far away as Prince Edward Island and other locales worldwide. It's been something over the 7 years of the Delaware Hockey Network to learn that we reach from the 302 to the 502 to the 902 and just about every other 02 imaginable. Just amazing to see how the footprint of the DHN has grown, and it's because of all of you. George Sharikji on net front setup to Aruda. And the net was dislodged after the initial save. It appeared to be dislodged by a Delaware player, ultimately accidental. And no imminent scoring chance, so play halted by referee Brian Valentine. Looks like we're ready to resume action with a quick draw to the left of Andrew Gaddy, who stopped 15 of 18 total shots. Both tendies working at an .833 save rate right now, as the puck goes out of play in the Salisbury zone. Ruled off a Gull stick, so this will stay inside enemy lines. 6 and change left. Hens with a 2-goal lead that gets all the more comfortable by the second. Taking a check behind the cage was Janusa. Winding up a great chance there from Wade Davis from long distance, but it was redirected wide on the goal mouth. Landry, he's got 2 for Salisbury so far. Hits the breakout pass to Siegfried. Rather, that was to Lysak, but the further advance of the Gulls is called back offside with 5.5 minutes to go in this Friday tilt. Coming up next on the Delaware Hockey Network, the Delaware Men's Division II team hosts Stevenson. That game will start about 40 minutes after the one you're watching right now concludes. Full broadcast schedule, as always, available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com, and at the next stoppage, we'll give you a look at it as well. Coming to the last 5. Singer tried to get cute and draw Stevenson off his predicted timing, but Stevenson nearly forced a D-zone turnover from the Hens. Davis under 2-ply forechecking pressure, pursued by both Stevenson and Schwarz. Rolls the puck behind the cage. Brooks lofts this to center. Brought down by O'Shaughnessy, who's got a one-on-one. Poke check by Kelly disrupts him on his way in toward the blue paint. O'Shaughnessy recovers the puck high in the zone. 4.5 to go. Shot was muffed. Rolling puck. Chipped off the near glass by Kelly. And this will go up ice. Icing waved off as Davis had time and space to play it. Shedlock. Up the middle. This will be called back offside. 4:22 to go in regulation. We're going to take a look at the upcoming Delaware Hockey Network broadcast schedule later tonight. The Delaware Men's Division II Blue Hens versus Stevenson. Sunday we're on the road as the women take on Maryland. The Men's Division I home opener a week today as they face off against Drexel, and a weekend that will offer 4 Blue Hens games on the DHN. As always, get here if you can. If not, we'll bring it to you live and in high definition on the Delaware Hockey Network. Final 4 minutes of this AAU level contest. Shedlock with time and space galore from the dot. Squared up for by Fredo on the save. Kosh to Quinn Kelly just inside the line. Puck ricocheted off the near wall, so he caroms it behind to the far corner. Fariselli to Kelly again. Plenty of commotion net front. Kelly trying to get the puck down low, couldn't. And play is halted with 3:32 to go as the Hens are ruled guilty of a slash. Interference, the call from Brian Valentine with 3:32 to go. Hens back on the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. As Fariselli goes to field 2 minutes of shame. At the 16:28 mark of the third. Delaware penalty assessed to number 15, Danny Fariselli. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 28 seconds in the third period. Fariselli 2 for interference at 16:28. Final 3 minutes of the contest. Schwarz from center point throws the puck in with authority and flair, but nobody on the doorstep for the rebound putback chance. Singer, the forechecker, foiled by Schwarz, who finds another gear up the left wing boards, but he's kept wide on his way into the Delaware zone by Gibbons, and then as well by Davis as he worked closer. Winding up from the outside of the near circle was Sprague. Stick save by Gaddy denies him 16th Gaddy save of the game. 2:22 to go. Puck is loose, trickling back into neutral ice after a pair of bodies collided high in the Delaware zone. Sprague heads off for a change. Schwarz to Lysak up the left wall. Back to Johnny Schwarz, manning just inside the line. 2 minutes to go. 2 goals the differential. Keeping an eye on Fredo. We've got to think he'll be making his way to the bench for the extra attacker soon. 20 seconds to go on the Salisbury power play. Hard slap shot. Off the stick of Butcher, takes a wide bounce. Scrum for the rebound follows. Puck is loose in front. And play is whistled dead as the net is dislodged behind Andrew Gaddy with 104 seconds to go. A 5-3 hockey game from Fred Rust Arena, with the Delaware Blue Hens, after being down 3-1 through 20 minutes, coming back with 4 consecutive unanswered goals. Timeout signaled here at Fred Rust Arena as Salisbury discusses their 11th hour strategy. 13 seconds left on the power play and attacking zone draw. Are they going to go 6-on-4? Certainly a question worth asking. The Delaware Hockey Network is presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Also brought to you by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. 412 Communications. First State Ice Hockey. Delaware Sports Medicine. Limestone Pension Associates. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning. Carl Dubé Jewelers. To become a sponsor, drop Mo a note at mjr at 412communications.com. She'll let you know what opportunities are available. Here is this 2023 season. Continues to ramp up. Minute 44 to go. The net is empty. No icing, as the Hens are shorthanded. And now they're back to full strength. Extra attacker on for the Gulls with 85 seconds to go. Schwarz winds up. Puck is tipped off its line by Kosh, who is working high in the zone. Back to Butcher it comes. Sprague working below the net. Up high, Landry looking for the hat trick. His shot blocked. Race for a loose puck in the far corner. Kelly and Johns converge. This controlled by Kosh in the slot. He's got time and space, and he pushes play to center. He and Schwarz exchange more than a few words, and here we go. Sam Chauvin with his arm aloft. Kosh appeared to be the aggressor there with 56.3 seconds to go officially. Schwarz with plenty of hometown representation. He's going to go too. Looks like it'll be trading minors. And we'll go 4-on-4, does the Salisbury goalie. Come back with potentially not potentially, it's going to be a last play faceoff because of the coincidental penalties. Unless there's a differential, but I highly doubt that's the case. Savastano says the faceoff's going to be just in front of the Salisbury bench. So Fredo is back between the pipes for the Gulls, or is he? Nope, this is going to be a 2-minute differential on the board against Delaware. And let's head inside the glass for the penalty announcements. Salisbury penalty assessed to number 9, Johnny Schwarz, 2 minutes for roughing. Delaware penalty assessed to number 7, Kyle Kosh, 4 minutes, a double minor for cross-checking. Time of the penalties, 19 minutes, 3 seconds in the third period. Schwarz, minor for roughing. Kosh, double minor for cross-checking, both at 19:03 in the third. So we're 6-on-5. Shot there came from Durham Butcher. Caught and held by Gaddy for a pause with 24 seconds to go. Face-off comes near side. Landry sets up a one-timer from Jack Kelly. That's sticked high and away by Gaddy to the near corner. Cycled by Sprague back to Landry. O'Shaughnessy with the block. Final 10 seconds of the game. Puck goes into the netting and out of play off a wayward shot. 5.5 to go. Sprague in for the final draw across from Singer. Puck is down. Puck taken away by Singer. He flips it wide. There is no icing, and that will do it. The Blue Hens have defeated the Salisbury Gulls 5-3. Today's final score, Delaware Blue Hens 5, Salisbury Gulls 3. It's time for the Sid's 3 stars of the game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Tonight's third star, with 2 goals for Salisbury, number 22, Andrew Landry. Today's second star with a goal and an assist for Delaware, number 17, Michael Gibbons. And the number 1 star of the game with the game-winning goal and an assist for the Delaware Blue Hens, number 24, Jack Polito. Coming up next on the Delaware Hockey Network in about 40 minutes' time, the second half of our doubleheader. The Men's Division II Blue Hens take on the Mustangs from Stevenson University. We're looking at about a 9-10 start for that game. We'll be here on the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412, and it's all presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. For the entire crew, Associate Executive Producer Molly Jo Rosen, Assistant Producer Broadway Joe Sindoni, our videographer Alyssa Craigle, Production Assistant Josie Billett, and everybody behind the scenes, James Witherite saying thank you for your company. Today's final, Delaware 5, Salisbury 3, as the Blue Hens improve to 2-3-1 in their AAU season. Back in a little bit with the second half of our doubleheader. Thanks for joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412, presented by Long and Greenberg.